but thank God say Mayegun don come. So my people make you lie down, yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. This one not day of in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman pikin, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Mayegun don come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don come, man of the Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary.
Share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Most importantly, you can invite the Lagos Abobakus, the Buhari Pro Max. Where call you? Invite them.
Godfather is in, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ o, làwa mọ̀ dódódódó. Mayegun diary, na ibi number one.
Thank you.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rà kì í. Mayegun ti dé.
Thank you very much. Again, good afternoon to you, good morning to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And yeah, this is Mayegun and live. So it's been a kind of a bit of a break, especially because of, my daughter's Thanksgiving in Glasgow 2 days ago. So where I would probably prefer to start from by thanking everyone who supported us. People who traveled down, people who came and those who couldn't come but sent their own regards, including those who gifted us a lot of things. I have so many names to thank, but I'm just going to say, if you are watching me right now, I want to say a big thank you to every one of you who have supported us. Leila Yewande Moreni KG Badero, my daughter, is now a member of the community, where you can say, well, when you see me next time, you can always ask. But there are some certain people that kind of have to say, hey, thank you to you. You see, I got a special, message from the Yoruba UK Central. They wrote a very beautiful letter to my family. And they also gifted Leila our first, our first deposit, bank deposit. So they sent us money. And we are so grateful for your kind gesture. Mrs. Olaoye. Oh, I mean, I had so many wonderful people who came around, but you see, Mrs. Olaoye, who had to travel down from London, she was a special kind of a guest who made a kind of a special, everlasting impression, not just on myself, but my entire family, including my own friends around as well. So we are grateful to you, Ma. She delivered the message of the Yorubas in the UK, the message from the Yoruba UK Central. So, and I've spoken to where's that my letter again? Yeah, I've spoken to I've spoken with the secretary, the trustee. That will be the what do you call it? Dr. Isaac. Okay, I spoke with him earlier today as well, just to show our gratitude for the kind gesture as well. So, to everyone who supported us, to those of us who also reacted on social media, thank you to every one of you. Prince Jejeman, who also traveled down from London, was with us for 2 straight days. And the prince.
Yeah, I thought I'm taking picture. I don't know if video is rolling. Yes, so this is Prince Jejeman live from Glasgow. Yes, it's happening here. This is Mayegu General. Today he's having his party. What is it called? Yes, Thanksgiving party for the newborn baby Rella. Lera Badero. So we are here today to come and grace the occasion. I'm all the way from London to Glasgow because Mayegu is a special person to us. He has been a friend of Oduduwa Nation and Biafra Nation. He has been a friend of those, how would I call them? Yeah, the voiceless. And he has been a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves. And he stands with the truth. That's why I have a song that says, Mayegu na number one. Mayegu na number one. Oh. Every other numbers na crumbling, tumbling. Mayegu na number one. Every other number na dangling, tumbling. Mayegu na number one. If you want to know the truth, Mayegu diary, what you say? If you want the cocoa story, Mayegu diary. Mayegu man of the people, Mayegu no get to say. My way standing with the people.
Presido Barusi o, and yes,
Prince Jejeman. Thank you so much to all of you that are too numerous to mention. My family remain so eternally grateful to all of you. My brother, Legal, I know you are watching. And if you're not, you're probably going to see this later as well. My friends, my real blooders, I call them blooders in Glasgow. Legalized Legal, Banshaw, Ayome, Amozo, SOJ, and many of you too numerous, like I said, to mention Romeo, all my people from Edinburgh, Lady Sophie Faye, Lady Sophie of the House of Faye, Edinburgh. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you from all of us. We are so grateful. Now let's get down to business. Again, if you are just joining and you are just signing up, oh, again, I want to say a big thank you to you, Crown Swift. Did I get that right? Crown Swift, you prefer me to say that? You're a star, sir. Thank you. And then prayer docent. Oh, from my heart, thank you. And I love you all. Seriously. I have never really been shown. I am somebody who gives a lot. And it happens that I have never, ever really expected anything from anybody. Like, until I met so many of you, my friends, in the Temple of Truth. Wonderful people all over the world. So concerning, so loving, so supporting, so embracing. And you made this look so kind of rewarding. Now people call and say, oh, Mayegun, sorry, you know all that. So all of these are so huge for my family because we have been so accustomed to giving and giving and giving, never to expect anything back. But on Mayegun's Diary Political, I have been shown, a real kind of support and love, something that is so unique and surprising. I have to say thank you. Just thank you. And most what everybody wants is that Mayegun just continue what you are doing. As long as you continue doing what you are doing, you will always have people behind you. And I believe that. So thank you so much from me to you. And then we will get there. We have a community on Mayegun's Diary Political where, yes, we have a platform where we can agree to disagree and then accommodating enough that we tend not to even identify ourselves from where we come from. Something so unique online and offline too. And that is massive, so precious. And I have to say that we built something. And wherever you are right now watching me, whatever connection you have to this platform, whatever kind of a connection that you, in your own art of art, connects you to Mayegun's Diary Political, trust me, it is worth it. It is real. I have experienced it. And trust me, it is a community of supportive people who will do a lot in this journey. I told you something about holding our hands. We have identified why we are pretty much upset and then want out of a rigged system. We have seen people came and gone. We have seen ideas tried in the effort of trying to end the problems of Nigeria. Many of us have lived long enough to see when a pattern is playing itself again, and then be able to at least raise an alarm to say, don't continue to do the same thing again and again, and in the long run, expect a different result when you are not mad. So we found a common ground on Mayegun's Diary Political. You will see the Biafrans here. They are comfortable. You will see the Hausas, the Fulanis, the Jaws, the Ibibios, because I have met them. I have met Fulanis, especially here in the UK, who have also themselves are completely enraged. And guess what? Majority of them also would prefer a broken up Nigeria where they can actually really face those who have used them as the bargaining chip of keeping Nigeria one. You won't understand how many people understands the fact that this system is rigged against every ethnic indigenous people in that country. I've met a lot of people. Seriously, I've met a lot of people who, because of listening to Mayegun's Diary Political, not everybody agreed with me on everything we have said on this platform. But guess what? They respect the expose, the exposure, the analysis, the level of resources that we bring to bear, like just like that, flung at people's feet to play around with and stop playing ignorance of what is built to be against them. So I've met a lot of people, and guess what? Majority of them agree that the only thing that works is that Nigeria should break up. But what many didn't agree with is the process of how is it going to be? How is it going to be? And that is why on Mayegun's diary political, where opinions are called divergent, divergent views, and we teach ourselves here to be tolerant and then accommodating enough so that you can possibly learn from those who are opposed to your own way of, we would likely, like I said, let us all go our separate ways. But how? If you don't listen to others and you are just repeating what you know, it simply means you are only listening to yourself. So on Mayegun's diary political, you have that chance where people are pretty much receptive, and the emotional intelligence of our people here, right, is top notch. They don't play fool to anyone, especially when it comes to the polity or politics of Nigeria, including the religious politics as well. And that is why sometimes if you try to come onto Mayegun's diary political and you think you wanted to be clever by half, trying to twist something and then change the narrative in a way, they will come for you because they understand the whole thing better. What we do on Mayegun's diary political is pretty much like a lecture room, something to keep and keep watering that your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, so that the criminals who brought us to this state of disrepute, this state of despair, this state of collapse, they will not have a chance of planting discord inside you, planting lies, planting manipulation, which they have done for decades. That is what Mayegun's diary does. So even if you don't really like me because of the people I talk about, of course you will have to respect me because of the effort of at least making you understand your own poison. I allow people to choose their own poison. I don't take offense. Just to know that you understand the poison you are choosing, especially when it comes to the polity and politics of Nigeria. You don't play fool twice. And then we always mind to remind our people here that elections have consequences. Choices also have consequences. Decisions have consequences. And guess what? When you have if you're a pro-choice, as a pro-choice person, you must also be pro-consequences. So if you take a right decision, of course, you probably will get the right consequences. If you make a wrong decision in any time of your life, of course, you should expect the wrong consequences that can be really, really damaging. You should never, ever join the gang of those who always blame everybody but themselves for whatever they are going through. On Mayegun's diary political, you don't lie to yourselves. That is why we choose never to be politically correct. Do you understand? No, we will never be politically correct. Why should I be politically correct? I was trying to say I want to be neutral. You see, on this platform, we also make people understand the fact that, listen, you have to choose a side. Don't pretend that you are neutral. There is no neutrality in what is happening in Nigeria as we speak. Anyone preaching neutrality is a criminal, and then is also culpable in entrenching what is going on in Nigeria. So we don't want to be politically correct. That's why wherever we have to call somebody a thief, of course we'll call them a thief, because we have the evidence that indeed they have robbed everyone, including the system, which has helped escalate the level of poverty, the frustration, and the increased crime, which has suddenly, sadly too, contributed to the shortened lifespan of our own people. I have families there. You have families there. Many of us who are currently not there, we are scared to death of the destination they are taking this contraption to. Then we took a side. Don't ever join the gang of those, let us be neutral, and let us give them a benefit of that. You are a criminal if you ever preach neutrality in the face of what is going on. Choose a side and hold your ground. If you are for Kolu, as they say, batified, Tifnumbu, all of you who are the batified morons, do that with your chest. And don't go about blackmailing people into getting batified, Abi, Jagabanditi. Hold it and own it. If you are an articulated moron, articuluta, articulated scammer, hold on to it. If you are for Biafra, beat your chest and stand your ground. And if you are for Yoruba nation, do not let anybody second that for anything at all. Yoruba first that we say, Biafra first that we say, should replace that your Nigerian first. Now, when you begin to build that kind of mindset, you will never be able to, or you will never be available for manipulation of anybody. So that when somebody comes and say, Nigeria is a country, we need to work together, we need to do this and that, just ask them, are you one of the Lagos Abobakus? Be proud and do not confuse us, please. And do not tell us you love Nigeria. Don't lie to us. You guys can't be that dumb and then expect the rest of us to be that stupid. Just be proud that you love the contraption the way the APC, the way they have made your lives. Do not blackmail anybody to believe in a slavery that is mental and not physical. Own it. Hold your ground. And don't drag anybody into it. Same thing to everyone. It is important so that you don't say, as an obedient, you are also Biafran, or you are also for Yoruba nation. But this Obi movement, is so, Baba, this whole thing is confusing, You know, Obi is also against it. Baba, listen, I am pro-choice. Same way I am also pro-consequences. Like I said, my job is to probably make it so simple for you, for all of us, as we are all learning anyway. Nobody is, what do you call it? Nobody is, what's it they call it? It's in a mountain of knowledge. Nobody knows it all. I don't even know Jack. But you know where I get angry and I disagree? Is for you to tell me that even though I don't know much, but you see that little I know, you can't tell me, say, no, you know, mean, forget it. No, that thing don't mean anything without giving me something that actually means something to replace what I know. Now, there we go disagree. I am pro-choice. But you need to always scrutinize your choices. I choose Yoruba nation anytime and the interest of the Yoruba land. But guess what? The people who are also going to be talking to you about Nigeria, they will tell you that they also believe in Yoruba so much. They believe in this and that. But guess what? When you begin to ask them questions, you realize that they are pro-Nigeria. And you sounding that you are a Biafran is kind of condescending and demeaning, and somehow it is always triggering that fourth line, the lies that they love to bury, with the ones they bury under and they put, I love Nigeria, I'm a patriotic Nigeria is this and that, I love my this and that. But guess what? It is like a mask. Somebody who love Nigeria or one Nigeria as they claim will never be offended with somebody that says, I love Biafra. We should never be offended with somebody that says, I love Yoruba nation. But do you know why the person that is also a Yoruba man or an Igbo man will feel offended for you saying, I believe in Biafra more than Nigeria? I believe in Yoruba nation more than Nigeria. They should not be offended because Biafra is currently part of Nigeria. Yoruba nation is currently part of Nigeria. which simply means when they say one Nigeria, they are saying they believe in one united Nigeria where Biafrans, the Yorubas, all the ethnic nationalities agree that they are united one Nigeria, something that nobody can prove. Do you understand? So that's why they get offended when you say, well, I'm a Yoruba man, I'm a pro-Yoruba. Say, but listen, I'm a Yoruba man too, but Nigeria is our country. It's a big place. They can't say more than that. Nothing, no substance, nothing. So Mayegun's diary is pro-Yoruba, and I want you as a Yoruba man to always know this, that it is a thing of pride, and you should never be ashamed of it. You should never, ever be shy anywhere you are. Even when they are talking about their Nigeria, you should let them know, take your stand and say, I'm a Yoruba man. We are part of Nigeria right now. And then talk more about Yoruba. Do you understand? Because normally, for you to know that there is no one Nigeria, it is all lies, right? That is why somebody will claim to love Nigeria, a great country. We must all work together and come together and work. You and we working and coming together. Then they get offended. So pro-choice. Peter Obi is here. Our brothers are joining them. This and that is their own political choice too. Do you know that? Choice. But you, who understands the concept of choice and the consequences of your own choices, then it is now your own option to say, do I want to really waste my time in trying to help crush a system that has divided us so much that people are scared to even come together and discuss the differences of Nigerians, including political, religious, and every other difference that they have, to discuss them, start a new course, reach an agreement, a resolution that is a nationwide, before everybody can now say we are one Nigeria. Why are they afraid of having that conversation? Because Nigeria is never one. Everything is abracadabra. The more you look, the less you know. Abracadabra. So it's you knowing all of that. Now, if you now choose that, hey, Mayegun, listen, look at this Obi thing and all of that, I'm going to join them. It is your choice. You don't turn around and say, man, this whole country, honestly speaking, we should all break everything up. Why did you leave the camp that you knew why you chose to say, I would never be part of an arrangement that is going to validate a prearranged, corrupt selection process, no matter what the frenzy is right now, no matter what it is? You know the truth. What these young men and women are pushing in Nigeria today, is pretty much like challenging the system that they know is completely rigged. But do they have all the information? The answer is no. But can they stage a surprise? Well, the answer is also what? Maybe. Or should you be part of them, or should you not be part of them? Now, that is your own choice to make. And you know one thing, I guess I said as well. Nigeria is done for. Do you understand? It's done for. The rogues that brought us to this stage, they have their followers too. They have those that are working like round the clock to manipulate the young, the old, to buy you off. But listen to this. If you choose Biafra, if you choose Yoruba nation, it is an ideology that nothing else should replace if you are genuine. I will explain. The reasons why myself as a Yoruba man would never lie to myself or deceive myself that the rogues parading themselves as political players and political actors in Yoruba land, which is the southwest Nigeria, they are Yorubas. 100% Yorubas in this their demonstration of grace for 23 years, ladies and gentlemen. Yorubas governed Yoruba land. They were supposed to have the interest of the Yorubas at heart. They were supposed to be pro-Yoruba. They were supposed to be interested in the safety and the progress of the Yoruba people, the development of the Yoruba land, things that have to do with Yoruba people in a project Nigeria. Same thing. Every individual that represented the people of Igbo land in the last 23 years, they have been 100% Igbos. But like the Yorubas, for 23 years, they chose to underdevelop their land. They chose to underdevelop our people. They chose to subdue and subject our people into the perpetuity of poverty, something that is man-made. For 23 years, there is no single one of them who has the interest of the Yoruba people at heart. None, anywhere, none. For 23 years, there's no single one of them who has the interest of the Igbo people at heart. Now, because of their failure, because of their collusion with the system that depraved our people, the good things of life, like education, the real weapon of liberation, so to say. Educated mind is a rich mind. Educated nation is a wealthy nation. Excuse me, for 23 years, these rogues who speak Igbos fluently, who were speaking Yorubas fluently, they had no interest of us. They had none of our interest at that. So I belong to the category that believe that if indeed you believe in Yoruba land and you believe in Yoruba people, nothing else can take that away from your heart. And guess what? There's nothing that will attract you to this system. Their election, their campaigns, their politics, their government, whatever, anything at all will never attract you to this system. So they failed us. It is through their own failure that has now pushed our people more into the camps of those who said we are done for. And if nothing is done ASAP, our people will pay a lot of supreme prices. Our people will die. Put it mildly that way. Until tomorrow. That is why somebody like me, a Yoruba man, would now tell you Tinubu is a thief with evidence. Those who contributed to this backwardness of Yoruba land, those who contributed to the underdevelopment of Yoruba land, those who contributed to the impoverishment of our people in Yoruba land, those who contributed to the economic ruin of our people in Yoruba land, those who exposed us in Yoruba land to the hands of invaders who are now untouchable because we are still part of Nigeria. Those who made us this vulnerable, they cannot blackmail us into giving them another validation because they have proved to you and me that they don't have anything to do with Yoruba land. But you are not paying attention. They can continue to lie to you about Nigeria in 7 years. That's why when people are talking about Tinubu's certificate, I'm like, why are you wasting your time? Why are you even debating his school certificate? Is it today? As so many of you, that's one thing I'm talking about history. Tinubu, you see all this Indomie generation, right? All these children that were given birth to from 1999 to now, most of them, right? We call them Indomie generation. They have no idea. They don't even know who Tinubu is. They are reading what their colleagues and mates are sharing. Some of them are product of the poverty that these guys have created. But look at this, right? Even if you no go school, okay? Even if you no go school, even if you no get sense, everyone see people get sense. So now it's just that not be everybody they use their senses, all right? So even if you no go school, you no get sense. Open your eyes. You are not blind, Abby. If they are lying to you, should you lie to yourselves? Education of Tinubu is even not the real thing for now. But I'm coming back to that. In 7 years, 7 years, look at this. They say your GDP per capita. Ignore that one, they put on for dollar. Ignore them. But what they are saying there is that it reduced, right, in 7 years. Nigeria debt in 2015 was 12 trillion. 12, now it's over 41.6 trillion. Inflation in 2015, that is the time that you have money, okay? But your money is worthless. You will be using the money. Okay, let's continue. See, 9.6% to single digit to double digit, 17.7%. Now, you see this inflation thing where they talk, I don't believe them, okay? Look at this. They said that a price of a gari or a price of a bread, 300 naira in 2015. How much is it today? A loaf of bread, 700 naira. Is that not more than a 150% increase? Is that not more than 100 something percent, 150%? So is that going to be 17% inflation? Anyway, economists, they know what they mean by that anyway. But look at that. If you want to buy a bag of a flour, it was 7,000 then, now 26,500 naira. Unemployment from 10.4% to 33.3%. Meanwhile, they say that over 60% of Nigerians are unemployed or underemployed. This is the life they created for them, the one that Tinubu is coming to whatever. Now, look at this. The price of diesel, 145 naira. Now is over 1,000 naira per liter diesel now. Your cooking gas, 3,000 naira per kg, now 10,000, Abi. Air ticket from 15,000 to 50,000. Bag of rice, 50 kg, A7 to what? To 32,000. This is the Nigeria that APC, Egbekegbe, have built for you. And guess what? Those who took this decision then, those who were running about with change. 2020, 2015, change. 2022, 2023, obedient. It's the same thing, all kind of, organic. But the difference between the obedient and this, and the change slaves back then was that Tinubu, the thieves, Atifku, Saraki, all the thieves in PDP, thieves in ACN, thieves in ANPP, thieves in ABGA, all thieves all over Nigeria, they congregated to rescue Nigeria, to give you change. Now, so then change all them lives. Poverty, poverty, they wear skirt and blouse in Nigeria now. You go see, I say, I know they see where, no be poverty they go so. Hello, ma. Hello, sir. That's how terrible it has become. That is the country they've built for them. The one that they are still singing the praises of their oppressors. The sad thing is this. The rogues that gave you change, they are now those who are now coming to come and rescue you from the next devil they gave to you. So they said that, Tinubu, you want to be president. You have been governor before. Gani Faweyimi is dead. Unfortunately, Gani Faweyimi's children, they don't chop porridge. They said their birthright. I say, well, if you want to know how many people don't sell their birthright, with Tinubu's money, Lagos money, Baba, you go they dig. If you dig too much, you feel see one of your old uncle, they nice, your uncle, aunties, all of them. Tinubu money enter everywhere, or more, and everybody obey. They comply. But the only person when no obey or complied was Chief Gani Faweyimi. Chief Gani Faweyimi took on Tinubu when It was probing, it's going through the document submitted by Tinubu in 1999 when he wanted to be governor. No wonder that in 23 years, Lagos Agberos are now driving, 2022 automobile. Some of them will soon begin to buy private jets now. Agbero came and he became the governor. One single person with brain to challenge the thief was Chief Gani Faweyimi. He was pleading, doing that. But it doesn't seem like there will be anyone that's going to take him up now. But again, this is not a make-up story. Tinubu said he went to school. I did go to school. How can I not go to school and become an accountant for ExxonMobil? They said he works for ExxonMobil, right? How can I not, The thing is that Tinubu did go to school. So don't join them and believe that he no go school. He did go to school. But the story long. I will tell you part of the story. You see that Tinubu, where you dey hear so? The story behind it be say, now one old man will be police officer for Lagos. Where Tinubu, this where they be Bola Ahmed, come had Tinubu to ram. He was working and assisting this man, but before then, he was in Ibadan. But he was under a different name. But the first name is Atonda. Atonda Shangodele Abina Shangolere. Help me. You know what came to my mind? I'll tell you the story, don't worry. Something came to my mind, I just want to smile. Like, I've missed Mayegun's diary, political, and all of us here. So tell me, is it Atoda Shangodele Abi Atoda Shangolere? Oh yeah, let's communicate. Help me.
I will not allow you to. Help me. If they carry me, they go where I don't know. Help me.
You get that? Anyway, the long story is this. He is not originally from Tinubu's family in Lagos. His story is that he is originally from Iragbiji in what is today's Osun State. Then he was living, right? He was living in a motherless baby homes in Ibadan, where they are taking care of, stray children who left home and they couldn't trace their parents and the rest of that in Ibadan. So they registered his name as Atonda Shangolere. So when he turned sometimes around 13, 14, he moved to Lagos. When he moved to Lagos as a houseboy and assists, somebody who assists people here and there, that was when he met with this old man in Lagos. They said a police officer. But some also said he didn't just come to Lagos. They said it was the Abibatu Mogaji, who was known as his mom, who adopted him from that Ibadan, brought him to Lagos. She's a trader. She was a trader then. So different stories. So that's why the people said Tinubu's story no straight. Nobody know, too pure, except for this original one where they tell you now, this original one. It means that when he now go to that place, they say this old man. Some people they know the name of the man. This old man, a former police officer, had a daughter whose name started with Hey. So when that daughter died, Tinubu changed his own name to Bola. That is why if you read Tinubu's name, you see instead of H-A, like Ahmed, his own is Ahmed. A-H. So that he can take on the identity of the old man's daughter, a woman. No? Serious story for you. So that was how he became Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is why it is difficult to find his mate that they went to school together. Because if you want to look for Tinubu's mate in Ibadan, back then, they didn't know him as Tinubu. He was Shongolere Atonda from Iragbiji, Nipinle Osun. There's nothing bad in being adopted and all of that. Okay, so many of you are pretty much wondering why. I mean, he's not that daft. Alaye, you cannot not go to school or do some little education here and there, and work for companies just like that. Though you can forge certificate, but you need to be able to read and write as well. Do you get that now? So that's the story of, that's why when you say Tinubu, they say, oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with Lagos. So nobody for Tinubu family know him. For real, true life story. Nobody in Tinubu family knows him. Do you get that? But if you see any Tinubu family in Lagos that is now clinching with Tinubu here, now those one we believe they then smart. No, although it's not from our family, but why now? Which level? We see, I mean, Tinubu is Tinubu, so we can validate it for him and say it's our family member. But for real, nobody can really trace him. Abiba Mogaji is not married to Tinubu family. And Abiba Mogaji is his mom. Abiba Mogaji adopted him, right? And there was never a time that Abibatu Mogaji married to any Tinubu family. Never. There's nothing like that in a record. Do you get that now? Which means there was never a time that Abibatu Mogaji and the one Baba Tinubu adopted Bola and they named him Bola Ahmed. No. That's the true story. It was pretty much like, I like this one. And he just took the identity of that man's daughter. But fine. So if you are looking for his education, this and that, nobody saying no to go school. But if you ask me in present time, na different name. So when they ask him at INEC, about no one story, just tell them, say, the thing be say, you know, when I was in exile, and then, see, this is Tinubu's form. The form is submitted to INEC as APC, Egbekegbe's candidate. You get that now? So, this is affidavit. Tinubu, tell us where them born you, which year them born you, which school you go to, how it be, what can we do to know our next president, so that it will not be Buhari Pro Max. At least we better we will know person we want lead us now be. At least all of us we see there, we say we no go agree. We no want to be part of Nigeria and the rest of that, yeah. At least we still gonna see Buhari or see Bokwari. He's your president today, hunting everybody down, won't kill everybody here and there, be. So this is another call you want to bring. Want to say he's a Yoruba man. We know him very well. The most dubious character to ever lead anywhere is Tinubu and his own agent everywhere. They know what I'm saying. And he attracts them so much because he's their Lord and Savior too. When you see somebody will be the Lord of the underworld, Baba, which school you go? Education. The person that is coming to come and reverse back the failure of Bokwari. He said, well, I went on self-exile from October 1994 to 1998 when I returned and discovered that all my property, including all the documents, for his own, my qualification, my certificates in respect of paragraph 3 have what? They have been stolen by unknown people. Oh, mo baba, eleyi deep. Abba, they say where is qualification. You say unknown gunmen. Oh, more unknown gunmen have been existing since when? Since 1998. This is what he told Ganefawa Imi as well, right? And they were about to, he performed perjury. You get that now? He lied. He wrote nonsense in his qualification. They started questioning it. right? He said, oh, it was Afiku Yomi. It was Afiku Yomi who filled the form for me. It was Afiku Yomi who lied that I went to Chicago State University or University of Chicago or University of Toronto. Baba, calm down now. Now, Baba no won't do any mistake again. Like one another Ganifa me will just come and say, hey, he's a liar. He's a liar. They no catch out 20 years ago. He managed to escape, do out of court settlement. Oh. The way they want lead now. Oh yeah, grab him, grab him. You know even well not, but no shake, not to shake him, no die for your hand. Oh. Now call you. He quickly just put question mark, and say, I don't get anything. They don't steal all the document, Baba. You feel you are a big part. What do they call her? You are a public personality, presidential personality, the godfather. That school, they will bring the school out and say, oh yeah, print another form for him. All the document that have gathered their dust on their shelves in different schools, they will open everything. They will bring your document out. They will print you another one. So all of you should forget about education and the rest of that. You know that in no day, if you dig too much, now another person go be your presidential candidate. Oh, you go have to change name. Oh, instead of saying you are batified, God knows what you go going to do. What you have to tag yourself. Oh, waiting go be Atonda Shongolere for president. You go just have to change them. All of you when they talk, say they don't know Peter Obi, they don't know Peter Obi. Una go come, they have to explain to people waiting happen now. How the Batify turned to Shongolere. So if you ask too much for education, you are like pretending like he has something to offer you. He has nothing. They have nothing to offer you. Somebody said that once you bring in Tifnumbu, it won't take you 3 months before you will begin to miss Bukwari. And I kind of believe he's old. Now let's calm down now, okay? Let's calm down. Make I just try and talk nice now, okay? He's an old man now, okay? He should be taking care of himself. And it's not just an old man. It's not healthy. He's an unhealthy old man right now who deserves or should pay attention more to his own health. But you see, some of you will be saying, Ijekuje lung paja. Ijekuje ba ilung pagun. Ijekuje that will kill many of you. We never let you say the truth. Now they said that they have smuggled him to France. You're Mr. President. For 80 years, you suffered under the breeding mannequin, the lifeless Megadi. You say if na NEPA certificate, if na a generator manual, if he presents you a TV manual, you go vote for him. For 80 years, they can't turn you to prayer warriors on social media.